Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Let's Play Stonehearth Part 3. As always, my name is eckohour, and I will be the disembodied voice hosting this Let's Play. So I did a little bit in the downtime between episodes here. All I did was, if I bring up the building menu here, I just extended the road a little bit. So this will be our main road, and this will be our side road, and we'll kind of intersect here at the market. And what we'll do is we'll have some stalls along here and some buildings along here, and it'll all look great. Alright, so we got a daily update today. We have just barely not enough net worth. So as we work on, I also queued up a dining hall to be finished over here. So as we work on our roads and our dining hall, we should eventually be able to have enough net worth. We can actually check our carpenter here and have our carpenter go ahead and look at building a couple more things. I think it would be smart to go ahead and build some more furniture. And some more tables. So he can work on that. We also have an herbalist now. Alright, we can have our herbalist go ahead and craft ourselves an herbalist lab. And we can eventually set ourselves up to have an herbalist somewhere. So basically the herbalist will be able to make for you healing tonics and various other tonics that will increase a person's stats. And they'll also be able to make bandages. What are these useful for, you might ask? Well, as I said before, there are two types of healers in this game. There's the passive healer, which is the herbalist, and there's the active healer, which is the cleric. The herbalist is the most practical healer in the game. They can make a whole bunch of items that your townsfolk can use to heal themselves. Now, if you'll notice, when a townsfolk is injured, they heal very, very slowly. You'll notice that the health really isn't going up at all. The way to get around that is to have an herbalist. So what they'll do is the herbalist will run around and tend toward the injured. You'll actually notice that we have someone who is seriously injured right here. They're moving slower due to low health, and they are currently bedridden, which means they're slowly recovering from their injuries and can receive medical care from herbalists. So once we've made our herbalist lab, which I think we've already done, we'll go ahead and place it. I think for now we can just place it over here. We can eventually move it whenever we need to. And then once it's placed, we can have our herbalist go about making some small healing tonics to be able to tend to Fry Jondal over here. So one of the things that happened in between episodes is we got attacked by some zombies, and I'm sorry you guys weren't able to watch that, but it wasn't a close fight. There was only, the worst injury was Fry Jondal was down to 3/4 health. But it also means that stronger bad guys are on the horizon, so we definitely need to be worried about that. Alright, so our health bench, our herbalist bench has been placed. So what we're going to go ahead and do is have our herbalist go ahead and... So there is two different methods of crafting. There is the craft right now, where you can adjust the number of things that are crafted, and you can queue up an order to be made once. We'll actually delete this. So they'll just make one healing tonic. Or you can go over here to maintain, and you can tell them to maintain 10 in your inventory at any one time. Basically what the maintain does is it'll set a equals to 10 in the side there, and what will end up happening is your townsfolk will make sure that as long as you have the resources necessary to have 10 healing tonics in the inventory at any one time. And Fry Jondal is kind of freaking out over there. See if we can get her to move. There we go. We'll go ahead and cancel that order. Looks like she was a little bugged out on the bed there, which is fine. There are ways around some of the bugs in this game. Not all of them are game breaking. As a matter of fact, most of them are not game breaking. You just need to apply a little bit of creativity to get around them. And it looks like Fry Jondal's gone back to bed after she's finished eating to make sure that she gets healed. And our herbalist, Cidingtton, is now attending to her. And you'll notice that she's gotten healed up considerably since then. She's no longer injured. She's just bedridden to finish her healing. Actually, she's no longer bedridden either. So she only has 17 health left that she needs to recover, and she can recover that slowly over time. So we don't need Cidingtton for that. A caravan approaches. Do Cidingtton, come bearing goods for trade. Would you like to give me 2 cathedral arch chairs in exchange for a fire pit? So fire pits don't really serve any purpose other than aesthetics. But I think I'm going to go ahead and decline that. Because we're going to go ahead and sell our chairs later on. So we don't need the fire pit. And the fire pit's relatively easy to make from the stonemason. So again, we don't really need to concern ourselves with that. Our townsfolk are still going about clearing out some of the road here. And notice that as they cleared the dirt away, we've gotten a bunch of mounds of clay and stone blocks. No ores though. No ores from harvesting or mining dirt. And eventually they'll come over here and actually finish the dining hall. It's almost the end of our 7th day, so we've had New Cidingtton for a week. And already there's 3 finished buildings and a 4th one being built along with the road. So we have big plans for New Cidingtton. I think what we're going to do is let our trapper continue to do stuff there. And I think we might go ahead and make our herbalist house. So what do we want to do for our herbalist house? I think what we're going to do is have it be a tiny cottage. And we'll turn off this mode. And I think we'll have the tiny cottage be right here. What we'll also do is use some of our furniture. And we will have the, You know, I think we're gonna just leave it be there. We will extend the road out a little bit here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to finish editing there. Build. And we'll go ahead and place some of our fences. Alright, we have new invaders approaching tonight. It looks like it's just one stone golem. A little stone golem. So our town guard should be able to handle that pretty easily. We'll go ahead and let them take care of that. I think what we can also do, we can go ahead and move our little lab for our herbalist right there. I think what we'll also do is we will move some of these flowers over to the herbalist. Just because that is how our herbalists do. They're going to need flowers to go about their business. I think we'll even place a... do we not have any more crates? I guess not. So we'll queue up a few more crates with our carpenter here. We'll queue up 10. That way we'll have them to place down. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and slap an herbalist fence on this area once all is said and done. We'll actually have you queue up 8 to maintain of these bandages. And we'll go ahead and make one of these signs to put on our herbalist. We'll speed up the speed so that they can continue building. I think some of the things that we're going to build is we're definitely going to want a new update. So we got a new townie to join, Sips Joville. See what Sips has. Some decent stats. So we'll leave Sips as he is. Sips kind of looks like Mr. T. And our townsfolk are working diligently on our on building our eating hall, our dining hall. And I think one of the things that we're going to want to add is we're definitely going to want to have some manner of a storehouse, so a warehouse, if you will. I'm wondering if we put it right here, near our market, or if we put it off to the side from the market. This can be a residential area. I'm not entirely sure just yet. We'll let our folks continue building the town and eat their food. So we have a merchant. Ooh, this is useful. So they have 2 upgraded workers' outfits. We're definitely going to want to buy those. What they do is hold on, we've got some fighting going on. What they do is they improve worker efficiency. They make the workers move quicker and all that kind of stuff. So we definitely want those. And we're definitely going to want this padded vest too for our people. So we'll go ahead and buy both of these and buy that. And we will see if there's anything that we have to sell. Sell off all these pelts. We'll definitely sell off these fine wooden chairs. And we'll sell this fine lantern. I think that's it. I don't think we need to sell anything else. So we'll let that be. So it's making a combat music, which means that there has to be fighting going on somewhere. It doesn't necessarily mean that our people are fighting, but they are. We're fighting some stone golems. So our person ran into some stone golems. I'm surprised we didn't get notified about that. But it was relatively easy to handle. We don't need to worry about it anymore. And I think what will be cool is, so we go ahead and build our wall right here. We have this area kind of be a little bit of a park area. And we also have it all be part of the main market. So I'm thinking, well, we'll let them finish the road before we focus on building the buildings in the market. And before they can finish the road, they have to finish these buildings. And before they can finish those buildings, yada yada yada, there's a whole bunch of stuff that goes on. Let's actually check inside. They're going ahead and putting down the furniture needing for people to eat. Placing down the chairs and the tables. And what will be really cool is the next time everybody needs to eat, they will all come into this building and they will sit down and have dinner or lunch or what have you. Neat stuff. We can actually check our journal right now. So they're getting tired of eating turnips. And that's pretty much it. They're getting tired of eating turnips and berries. But they're happy about a whole bunch of other stuff. So we're doing okay. Could be doing worse. Definitely could be doing better, but we could be doing a lot worse for ourselves. And as soon as they're done with this building, they should hopefully work on this and the road. The big road over here that they've dug the holes for, but they haven't started planting. Planting, building, same differences. Farmers are working diligently at night. Got plenty of carrots and turnips for people to eat. It looks like they're working hard on this structure now, the cottage. I think what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and clear away all these trees. Might leave some of the trees along the coast here. But for the most part, we want these trees gone. And we have more invaders approaching. Ooh, this will be a tough one. We have a Varnus coming at us. Think of it like an alligator with its head inside of its mouth. And there you have a Varnus. So we'll go ahead and send our guards to go fight it. Now these are just wandering monsters. These are just occasional creatures and stuff like that. We haven't had any organized attacks on us yet, and there will be organized attacks. So we'll definitely want to get our soldiers leveled up before then. Fry Jondal is leveled up to level 2, or level 1, I should say. I'm curious which of our 2 footmen got the padded vest, but we don't need to worry about that. It looks like people are starting to go to sleep, even though it's morning. It's time to wake up, guys, not time to go to sleep. Looks like they're pretty darn close to finishing this house. Then we've got plenty of stuff for them to clear away over here. I'm curious what our town update will be. We should have plenty of food, and our morale should be fine. It's our net worth that I'm concerned about. I think we'll need 3,200. I think we only have 2,800, but I could be wrong. Most of it's coming from buildings. A good bit of it is coming from inventory, and hardly anything is coming from agriculture. Not nearly as many farming fields and pastures as you would think. Alright, so our net worth is just barely enough. We got a new person. June joined Brightwell. She's got just all 3s across the board. She is average. Perfectly average. It looks like the nice little home here is almost all but done. And it looks like we got one of our people trapped on top of a fence somehow. So we'll have to build a way for them to get off. There we go. We'll go ahead and clear that. And we should have... Yes, we do. We do have the herbalist sign. So what we'll go ahead and do is we'll go ahead and place it right here. That will denote our herbalist's house and where they work. Our townsfolk are finally getting to the road. And now we're getting even more food from our farm, because Null Rain has gotten bountiful harvest ability. Levels up quickly because of his high mind. Ooh. We're definitely going to want to clear that out. So we've got some wild wolves here in near our town. But they're nowhere close to our townsfolk just quite yet, so we don't need to worry about them. I don't want to reveal this area because I don't want things to start spawning there just yet. Let's take a look at a little bit of the rest of the map. So I'm thinking this could become a dock area here. This could be our main entrance to our town, and with a wall this way, with the large farm. This could be our main market area, with a side market area coming this way, and our residential area over here. Might have a castle or some sort of fort or military area over here, and I think that'll be good for a city. Might be our capital, the capital of New Cidingtton. You know, we'll definitely need some more houses and stuff like that. I think now that we're starting to build the road, I can work on designing a building. So we'll go ahead and check that out. Actually, I think what I want to do, how many laborers do we have? Who has a high mind? You do. June Rail. Sister to Grayla. So I think what we're going to do with you is we're going to change your job to a stonemason. Finally get a stonemason. And you should go off and promote yourself. Yep, you're doing that now. We have wares to buy. So first let's look at the stuff that we can sell. Got a Varanus skin. Those are rare to come by, so we won't sell that. But we will sell all these other pelts that we have. We have 2 comfy beds. We'll go ahead and sell those. We have some fine dining tables, which we will sell. And I think we'll keep the furniture for now. Let's look at the stuff we can buy. He's got a lot of ores, which we're going to go ahead and want. So we'll go ahead and buy that, and we'll also buy as many iron ore as we can afford. And we'll call that a day. Now we'll be able to easily get ore later on from mining out the mountain over here. But for now, I'm not too worried about. More worried about building up the town than I am about getting ores, so we're not going to worry about that just yet. We should have a stonemason by now, and we go ahead and craft up a mason workbench. Looks like they're done with that already. And we're actually going to go ahead and place the mason workbench, and a little bit surprisingly, we might place it over here, because I have an idea. So as soon as that's placed, we will queue up some stone fences and a stone gate. And we'll also let them finish out the road. I'm curious where our mason is now. So Join Rail is working on the road with everybody else. Here comes our workbench. As soon as our workbench is placed, we'll queue up those fences. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to have a large building right here with 2 workyards, one being the lumber's workyard and the other one being the stone workyard. So let's go ahead and craft up some. We're going to want, for now, 40 cobblestone fences, and we'll get 2 cobblestone gates. And Grayla should start working on that. Okay. And I will go ahead and put a montage in here. And that will be the end of the episode. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for part 4.